Hi there, this is Anne. In this video, I'm going to try to make another order block walkthrough. You can consider this as part 4 because I have created part 1, 2, 3 in the past few weeks. So anyway, quite a few people came to me that they still confused how to trade the order block. They said when they watch my video, it looks so easy, but then when they start trading themselves, they become confused. Well, I have tried to make the order block trading strategy as simple as possible and as objective as possible, but probably because it's so easy that it is hard for many people to implement because we humans have the tendency to make things complicated, right? Anyway, it's alright, so I will keep making video until you guys understand and hopefully can trade it to grow your account. So let's begin. First thing first, what you have to do, try not to trade too many pairs when you trade the order block. You can just focus on 3 to 5 pairs like what I do. I'm gonna explain why. Because with the order block, you can aim 1 to 10, 1 to 20, even 1 to 30 easily. So you do not need to open 28 pairs, all of them, and trade it all, because that can confuse you. What I usually do, I just open 5, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be majors. My first choice is majors because of its spread, but then if I look at majors and then the market makes me uncomfortable to trade it, then I start looking at other pairs. I also trade Euro Canadian or Aussie Yen. It doesn't matter. Just look for 5 pairs where the market looks clean and clear to you to read, and you can focus on that. So I'm going to show it to you. First thing first, you have to look at market bias. And by the way, I don't understand when people say they do not want to look at a higher time frame for market bias. They just want to trade directly from M15 or M5. Yeah, if you're a scalper. But I don't understand when people do not want to see at the higher time frame, because it's just one click away. You see, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, decadely, centurally. Well, MetaQuotes doesn't have those, so you're lucky. So let's just start it from daily. This is what I usually do, okay? I'm going to show you the process, what I usually do when I will start trading. First, I look at market bias from daily. If daily, for example, this one does not look clear to me, this is just an example because this is clear to me. So if daily does not look clear to you, you can go to weekly. So now, let's say I take a look from weekly. After you understand the market bias from the higher time frame, you decide your swing high, swing low. So this is my swing high and this is my swing low. And I see a break of structure here. Alright, so this is break of structure. And my order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. So this is weekly, okay? Now, after I see on weekly, then I go to daily, alright? So I just want to show it to you an example in case daily is not clear to you. But in this instant, actually daily is clear to me. So I will just remove from weekly, okay? Sorry. Daily, it's still bearish, right? You can simply just draw one trend line or two to see the market bias. Whatever your way to look at the market bias, you do it. So, in the past week, I showed you in a video that this is my swing high, and this is my swing low, and this is the break of structure, and my order block is the last bullish candle. And there goes 1 week, but my order block was not hit by the price. I told you last time that an order block can be hit by the price or not, or sometimes it can be hit later. And since this is daily, probably this will be hit the next few weeks or the next few months, I don't know. But this is how I do it. Now, a week after that, we got this situation. Let's make it bigger. Now, when I take a look, this is a new swing high and this is a new swing low. Now, there is another new break below, right? This is break below with its body, so I will consider this break of structure. Let me make sure that it is break below. Yep, Alright, so this is break of structure, the new one. So we see another new order block here, the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. So this is a new order block. This is what confused a lot of people. When the first order block did not hit, they become confused. Now there is another new one. This is the nature of the order block, which is completely fine. You got to understand that order block is not a buy or sell signal. In this instance, this is not a sell signal. Order block is the zone where you have a high probability buy or sell with higher risk-reward ratio. We heard a lot people saying buy at the lowest and sell at the highest. Now, I will try to make it simple to you. Consider this a market, okay? This is not a candle, just market. Now, here the dot in the middle is 50%. So if you want to buy, you want to buy below this 50%, buy at the lowest. And then if you want to sell, you want to sell above 50%, so you sell at the highest. You always want to sell above 50% and you always want to buy below 50%. Now take a look the way the order block working. Consider this one move. This is the market. So if I draw this market move, you take a look. This is the dot, right? The 50%. So our order block is above 50%. So this is good for us to sell in this area because it is above 50% of the market move. Now, we take a look again. This is one move also, market move. Now, if we take a look here, based on market move, this is 50%. So we want to sell above 50%, which in this case where order block located. So this is a good zone to make sell for you with a high risk reward ratio. You do not want to sell around here. You want to sell above 50% of the market move. So now you have these two order blocks. You let it go. Let the market plays it out. We don't know either this one will fail or will not be touched at all, like this one, and it come back. It doesn't matter. You can either snipe or place direct order. Well, I do not recommend you direct order from daily, right? In case you want to do that, you will just get probably only 1 to 3. Again, with the order block, you will want to aim a minimum of 1 to 5 on the average of 1 to 10. So you do not want to enter any trade that gives you 1 to 3 anymore when you already know the order block. So you just can go snipe. Now, people also ask me question, how to snipe? Seriously, how to snipe is the same, just like how you put order block from D1. Now, let me show it to you, okay? This chart, don't look at this time frame. How would you know this is daily? If you do not look at the time frame, can you recognize whether this is daily or H1 or H4? You don't know. Just because you look at daily, so you know, this is a daily chart. But if I close this time frame, how would you know this is daily, weekly, or even minute chart? So what I mean by that, sniping and looking order block from higher time frame is the same. Now, because the market is not here yet, over here yet, so I don't know whether this order block is gonna work or not. The same thing happened, like for example, let me show it to you, the one that I traded last week. This is the one. So I sell this and I had 2 order block here. I forgot. Okay. So I had this swing high, swing low, and this is my break of structure, and this is my order block, which is failed. Let me make it X here. So I lost here. I actually lost several around here. But before this, I had another swing high, swing low here. Before this, swing high, swing low, and this was my break of structure. So this was my order block. It was hit by this. Alright, so let's just make this different color so you know that sometimes the order block does not work, and it also happened to me. Look, I had these two order block. It's exactly the same on D1, like this, more or less, right? So I just pay attention to both. When the price came here, I tried to sell because this is the right order block, and then it didn't work. Instead, it goes here. And then when I went to M5, I didn't see a clear order block, and then I went to M15. I also didn't see a clear order block. Remember, when you do not see a clear order block, you just keep changing the time frame. In this case, when I snipe, my main time frame to choose to snipe is on M5 because my account is a standard account. So if I do not see clear order block on M5, then I usually change into M15. But in this instance, I remember I didn't see it clear, so I see it on M1. So I went to M1. So I see this one as a clear break of structure here. Swing high, swing low, break of structure. My order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. And I remember this one is a losing one because I was successful on the second one. Yep, yeah, this one was a losing one because I successful at the second one, which is here. So this is my swing high, swing low, all right? And this is the break of structure, even though it is like very small, but it was. Look, the body was close below just a little bit, and then this was my order block. It was hit by this one, and I made 1 to 10 just from here alone. I think I posted in the group. So that's how you snipe. It's exactly the same how you put order block from higher time frame. You just keep trying until one is working. Why? Because you already know that you are following the market bias from the higher time frame. Unless you do not look market bias from higher time frame, then you should be worried. But if you are looking from higher time frame, we have high probability to sell here and make profit. And it may not work, but remember, the winning part can cover all the losses. So first, that is very important for you. Whatever time frames that you want to looking for market bias, which I recommend from daily, okay? Because if you follow higher time frame, you will eventually have a high of a winning trade than a losing one. All right? So now take a look, let's say gold now. Now, this is gold situation. To me, this is rather confusing because I don't know the market whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down. But I'm going to show it to you why I'm confused. Take a look. This is bearish, right? But then, if I draw this one, this is bullish. So maybe I will just wait either the price broke this one or broke that one. Then I will know the market direction. So if you find a market situation where you yourself, like me in this situation, that I cannot read the market bias at a higher time frame, it doesn't have to be monthly, I'm telling you, so you can start from daily. But I mean, I just want to show it to you an example. If you are confused of the market bias, you do not want to trade that pair. Just forget about it. Just close the pair, right? So you only want to choose 3 to 5 pairs that is clear to you, so you can focus trading on that pairs for the next week. I always take a note. For example, AUD dollar, sell. You do not need the whole 28 pairs. Believe me, you're going to be confused. So just focus on 3 to 5. That will still give you a very nice return when you can read the market clearly like that. And sometimes you have to wait like for a few days, 3 days, you do not have any trade. But that's a part of the game. Waiting. I know it sucks. So that's why I try to find another activity if you like. So now let's take a look at the market on daily, where I usually looking at market bias. You see right now the market is in the sideways here. I'm not going to sell unless the market broken this level. Then I will start looking for order block to sell. And I'm not going to start to buy unless the price broke above. So in this instant, I'm not going to do anything on gold. Okay, that is just me. Maybe you see something different. but I just want to show you example. If you are confused with the market direction, just don't trade that pair. Okay, now let's take a look on GU. How's GU look like? It's almost the same like AUD dollar, but it's okay, so I can show it to you from start. The more you learn, the more you will remember what you will have to do when you trade it your own. Okay, so this is the market condition, and I see still bearish, right? Last week I draw this as my swing high, swing low, since this is sideways, and here is my break of structure. So this is my swing high, this is my swing low, break of structure, and my order block was the last bullish candle. Oh, sorry, should be over here. So here is my order block, the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. Now it didn't hit. The same thing like AUD dollar. So what happened this week? We see another new swing high, swing low. This is when the waiting game take part, where you have to be patient, to keep waiting. And this is the new structure, swing high, swing low, and this is break of structure, and your order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. So you see, because we are working on D1, so it can take many days for us to come back here. That's why many people are so impatient. But then when you try to snipe on M5 or M15, it can take just a few hours, and especially on M1 it can take just less than an hour to get a snipe like this. So if this one doesn't work, you gotta wait. It will be faster when you snipe, but the idea and how you do it from higher time frame to lower time frame is the same. Okay, sometimes some people will look at counter trend, that including me, like we can buy from here if I see possibilities on lower time frame. But if you are still pretty new, you just follow like what I'm doing here like this. First look for the market bias, and then draw your order block from higher time frame, and you just wait until the price touch your order block. If it doesn't, then see if there is another structure. Okay, and eventually it will hit exactly the same, just like on Canadian yen, like this. It will eventually hit, and sometimes the first one over here is not working, or probably you will find another new order block like around this area. For example, take a look, this one was working last time, but I didn't take this. All right, so I just want to let you know, look at that, because the market bias was bearish, so you just keep selling on lower time frame. Look, this is you swing high, swing low, and this is your break of structure, and this is your order block. Look, this one is working nicely. And then if you draw again another one over here, there is a new break of structure, and this is your new order block. You didn't make it, it failed. But imagine that, look, with this you had a winning one, right? And then here several losing, probably here 2 and here 3, so 5 losing, but you have 2 winners that make you like, let's say 10%. You will always end up positive if you are following the market bias from a higher time frame. And if you snipe, you can get 1 to 15, 1 to 20, that's even better. You may make some losses, it's alright, because you know, when we take a look at the history, like, oh yeah, this 1 loses, 2 loses, 3 loses, until 5 loses before you win. That look very fast, right? But in reality, when you hit loses like 2 in a row, 3 in a row, I understand that psychologically it can be really bad. But then when you have done this like over and over again, and you know that you have been trading following the trend, and you know that you snipe the right way like this, your entry is so clear. You just have to find your swing high, swing low, break of structure, and order block, wait until the price coming back, and then you enter from that area. You know everything. You just have to be patient. I mean, seriously, I haven't seen any strategy that can easily give you 1 to 10. So you really want to master this strategy? The rules are so easy. Swing high, swing low, break of structure. If it is break the swing low, your order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. And then if it is break structure above, your order block is the last bearish candle before the breakout happened. So for those who are very new to this video, I would suggest you to watch the first video where I explained about the order block. So hopefully you guys learned something. When I find a way to make it a lot more easier later, I will always share with you in this video. So that is all for now. Thank you. Bye bye.